no sense in voting. Politicians, all of that hating, don't be creating. Food in my kitchen, all of that talking, without no walking. Can't help my vision when I step out. It put my neck out. They try to play me so I don't go out without my blowout. Brought that 380, all of my brothers pray for their mothers. Cause I can't tame them, got no answer. Can't kill their cancer, how can you blame them? I was hoping I could be open with all my feelings, but now I take that bucket without no ceilings. I've been praying, but I ain't saying that I ain't stressing. I ain't moping, cause I'm just hoping I learned my lesson. I need G's for all my G's, so could you please try? Off your knees and on your P's, don't let your dreams die. I plant my seed to fill your need, to get your brain food. If you like me, you see it, give you strange moods. So I'm just praying for answers. I know they hiding the truth from us. Pray for protection. I know they plotting on newcomers. Right through the city, my reeking, my speaker speaking, my conscience stressing, but I be knowing that he be tweaking. Say I was thinking this weekend we get to linking up, rolling some of that good in the wood and we fought the linking up. She understanding my language, I think she speaking well. She ease the pain on my brain, it's causing my people. And since you looking, I'm looking, maybe we find a way to put your heart to the surface and put your mind away. They dropped us here on a dying planet without permission, no pot to and trying to offer you propositions. What about my struggle be funny? They call it entertaining. Got them snakes in they huddle, watch who you entertaining. All about my freedom, so I'ma need them to come correct it. Thinking I'm your enemy, all your energy misdirected. I shed a tear for my people, I struggle to be connected. I got that call from my cousin, I'm glad we reconnected. Why they always hating on moves we making and trying to slow them? Wish I could give you that reason, but I don't even know.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? This is your boy, Earth Mac, the Mad Scientist. Oh, yo, if you muted me, bro, we are live. That face is priceless.
It's been a long and arduous day, okay?
Oh, using what's the word of the day? What you say, long and what?
Arduous.
Arduous, the word of the day right here. That is the word of the day. I think this is the most Monday they ever Mondayed for a lot of people. But we're here to make you feel a little bit better in the Geek Corner. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell, because the more likes we get, the more viewership that we get. And also, if you want to be a part of the community, the Geek Corner community, go ahead and join our Discord. Our Discord is now live. We have channels for every interest in the geekdom, fandom, and we also have voice channels as well. So go ahead and lock out our Discord, because we no longer have a Facebook group page because Facebook sucks. So Discord is where we at right now. But Vivo, man, we here to feel good, man. This should be the highlight of our day for us, because we're going to be talking about one of our favorite subjects, and that is anime.
Yeah, I wish there were liquor in my cup.
Why won't you go put liquor in your cup? Go ahead and put liquor in your cup. What's
no,
wrong?
that's a long journey down some steps and through some doors. So,
how many doors we talking about? 1, 2.
If you count the refrigerator doors, 3 sets of doors.
Oh. Come on now.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of drinks, man. To our Patreon subscribers, yes, we do have another show on the horizon where we will be talking no holds barred, where we are drinking. And so now, Vivo, the offer still stands. Like, you can go get you something to drink. You can go spike your drink if you want to, because we do have our anime list as far as best anime arts today, and I know we're going to be discussing.
Well, because, I think I still have to drive some places today, so I'm gonna be responsible, and I'm gonna sit here and drink my high quality H2O and hydrate myself, and then I'm gonna demolish the rest of my chocolate cake later as a reward.
Okay. Wait, whoa. Did you say chocolate cake?
Yeah, I said chocolate cake.
Now, are we talking like chocolate all the way through, or are we talking
Yes.
like pound cake with
Absolutely.
chocolate icing?
No, all the way through. Chocolate on chocolate on chocolate.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I had chocolate cake like last week or so.
A diabetes cake. That's what we're talking about.
Oh man. And check it. I'm not a big cake eater, right? But the one cake I will eat is chocolate cake. Now, my aunt, shout out to my Aunt Joe, she makes like phenomenal chocolate cake, but it's not chocolate all the way through because that's not really how I like it. But it's like the pound cake with chocolate icing and the layers and all that stuff. And man, 4th of July, that cake was demolished. Like 10 minutes. That's it. Sooner the top popped open, it was a wrap. I was like, yo, give me 3 slices right now and put it in the refrigerator. Like, go ahead.
So the cake that I got, since it was just me and my dad, was like it was like the size of a personal pizza. Oh. And so we ate half of it yesterday. Well, I ate half. But I'm gonna finish off the rest of the half today. I mean, technically, if you like put one, a slice on top of each other, technically that's the size of standard cakes. That's what I'm gonna tell myself.
True.
And I'm gonna eat it, and it's gonna be delicious. I love chocolate cake.
I do too. Man, chocolate cake, it just puts smiles on people's faces, man. On people who love chocolate cake, you know what I mean? So, like today, I went to the grocery store and I bought something I haven't bought in a long time, actually, and that is some fruit snacks. And
hey, wait,
yeah, see, I know you got fruit snacks. I know you do. I know. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, those are the ones that got the juice in them, right? Okay.
These don't expire, do they?
I don't think so.
I don't see it.
I think they do, but like I bought some Avengers fruit snacks, like the 22 in the box. Yeah, they're probably going to be gone by the end of the day. I'm not even going to hold you. Fruit snacks don't last long around here.
I don't know about these fruit snacks.
How long you had it?
Question we gonna see though.
Oh, okay. You're gonna experiment. All right.
Oh, that was a bad experiment.
That horrible experiment?
It was.
Yep, abort the mission. Abort the mission.
Oh.
Abort the mission.
They're like, there's not even juice on the end. They've been sitting there too long. I think they melted and then resolid.
You got dried out juice on a fruit snack.
I'm trying so hard not to drool right now.
Yeah, toast it. Like, oh God. Oh my gosh, man! Don't leave that out. Throw that in trash. Like, don't let the cat get hold to it.
No, that would actually be really hilarious. I'm gonna see what happens.
Like the cat eats it, he like, yo, what did you give me? Oh,
listen, my cat is pretty resilient. He's been yeeted across the room more than one occasion because he don't listen.
Wait, what color is your cat? Is he orange?
He's orange.
Ooh,
orange and white, but more orange.
Yep.
He's hard-headed. Like he thinks he's like. I swear, he thinks he's way smarter than what he thinks he's smarter than what he actually is.
Well, we all have cats like that. So I have a cat, right? So his name is Spartacus. Now you probably don't ever see him on camera because Spartacus is outside. So so how Spartacus come about in my life is my mom has a cat and she had kittens. So the person I was with at the time, we were staying in this apartment and it was they had a no pet policy. I'm like, well, you want to hear a dog in the house, but you're not going to hear a cat. So we got a cat. So I seen Spartacus as a kitten hiding in the flower pot, jumping on his brothers and sisters like he's a lion. I was like, I want that one. So Spartacus ended up leaving with me. And then when me and the person I was with at the time broke up, Spartacus chose me. He was like, I ain't going with her. I'm like, oh, you a real one. You're a real one. All right. So he was a house cat this whole entire time. So I stayed at my brother's house and with the cat. And my brother's not really a cat or dog person. He's not really a pet person. So I went to work one day, and somehow, some way, the cat got out. He was like, I don't know. I just opened the door and he darted outside. I was like, first of all, that's not Spartacus. Like,
did he?
did he really? Because there's a many times that I have opened the door in that apartment and Spartacus was just sitting right there on that chair, did not move. It was like, yo, what up? That, like, there's no way. And on top of that, the cat was in the bathroom. So he had to get through that door to get out the front door. So I was like, all right. So from that day forward, he became an outside cat because there was other cats in the neighborhood. So and my brother used to stay like 5 houses down from me. So Spartacus just trickled on down. And so now he has 2 names. His original name is Spartacus, and he has an alias, Dragon, because the kid's name was Dragon. And not only he stays at my house when he wants food, he stays at 2 other houses. The one next door with the German Shepherd, because he has a little bed, and the one across the street. So he has 3 houses now. He came up in the world, and that's Spartacus.
For the streets.
Literally, he is for the streets. Like only time I see him, and my girl, she was like, "Are you gonna feed Spartacus?" I'm like, "He's really getting fed." I'm like, "Don't put out no cat food until you see him, and if you don't see him, don't put out no cat food." And so when he pulls up, when I pull in the yard and I see him like trotting around, I was like, "Yeah, you want something to eat, don't you?" He's like, "All right, cool." And I caught him last week. I caught him in red-handed. So I always get like salmon and like whitefish, like seafood stuff, because that's what he likes. So he was eating it, right? And I just so happened to come out the front door, and I see this black and white cat like hugged up against the garage door, and the white cat like paused and looked at me, and Spartacus looks at me and almost like, "Get your ass back in the house. You it's nothing for you to see it." So apparently Spartacus eats some of his food and shares it with this other cat, and then they go on about their way. So,
I
was like, that's Spartacus, man.
No, my cat acts like he was raised in the gutter, in the sewers, and he's never gonna see another morsel of food. And so he has grown exponentially from side to side rather than lengthwise. And so I'm like, you need to go on a diet. So I'm going to get you an automatic feeder, because I travel so much for work. I didn't want to keep free feeding him through a gravity feeder, because no telling if he's going to eat all the, he will sit there and he will eat 3 to 4 days worth of food in like a day, 2 days. And so I'm like, we're gonna try the automatic feeder, and I don't think he's very thrilled with that, because he'll sit up at the basement door and he will sing the song of his people.
Yeah,
because he is so upset. And then as soon as like the food like dispenses, he materializes in front of the bowl and acts like he's never gonna get any more food, and he gets fed twice a day.
Wow,
he's so dramatic.
That is
and
hilarious.
He eats the dog's food too when we're not looking.
He does what?
He eats the dog's food when we're not looking, because we've caught him.
I didn't know this about orange cats, but I found out later in life that orange cats is a little evil. They got a little something in them.
I would definitely say he has gremlin energy for sure. He's like a needy gremlin too.
Oh, okay.
To the point that when you're like walking, it's a hazard, because he's weaving in between your legs, and there have been so many times that he's accidentally gotten. Yeah, I'm like,
yo, what is that about? Okay, like when Spartacus is in the house, if I'm coming downstairs, he's weaving like he's like crosswalking me.
And then they get mad when you accidentally step on them. I'm like, well, why were you in the way?
Right. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you trying to take me out? No, you trying to take me out. He does it every single time. Like, he doesn't know like to go in one direction. He'll do it. He'll crosswalk me right at the moment as I put my foot down on the next step. I was like, oh, I feel like you low key trying to take me out. So I like, clearly we got beef.
Yep.
But yeah, cats are very interesting creatures. I would definitely say that at least. But our show today, man, we're talking about the best anime arcs, and I have some questions about this anime art list. And we're gonna shout out to Pat Venning, because Pat Venning is part of the Geek Corner. And he's the one who actually presented this list. And I'm like, damn, that is actually a good idea. This is something that is open for discussion. So shout out to Pat Venning. This is not his list. I didn't put that out there. He saw this list and he shared it with, the Geek Corner, and basically, wanted to know our thoughts and opinions on it. So what better way to give our thoughts and opinions on this list than present it on Anime Talk Live, man. So Vivo, have you glanced at this list, or you just want to be surprised at this list?
Okay, so the way my short-term memory is set up.
Uh-huh.
I did glance at it.
Okay.
I retained probably 0.05% of what I did glance at.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a surprise. So yay.
Okay, same way, man. So we're gonna jump right into it. With number 30 is My Hero Academia, the overhaul arc. Do you think that belongs on the list? It's number 30.
What was the title of this list again? The top anime arcs?
Yeah, anime arcs.
Across anime?
Across anime. Like, this was on Facebook, actually. This was a Facebook list. So it wasn't on like My Anime List or IGN. It wasn't like that. It was like someone created this and said these are the best arcs ranked. And the overhaul arc for My Hero Academia is number 30. What's your thoughts on that?
I remember it being a good arc.
Uh-huh.
But I guess it really depends on what else is on this list, whether or not I would rank it as number 30. I mean, I do remember it being a really good arc.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, in comparison to what?
Yeah. I do feel like there are better arcs. How?
I'm like, what is the stand? Well, yeah, I mean, I assume that because it's ranked number 30, that there definitely are. Well, I can say that there definitely are better arcs in this. But my thing is like, well, what standard are they using to measure this? Like, would I put it on the list? I wouldn't. I don't know, because I don't know what else is concretely on the list.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I got to see what else is on the list. I feel like there are better arcs in My Hero Academia than this one. This is a very good arc, though. That's not saying it's a trash arc, but this is a very good arc. So the next one is number 29 is Elf Reincarnation arc in Black Clover.
Okay, well, I'm biased because
you like Black Clover.
I love Black Clover, and getting to say Sis Leona like go all out was like my favorite part because I forgot what his name was. Whoever she was fighting, he was like, whoa.
Yeah, like this ain't the smoke that
she gave him the business, and he was like, what? Oh, what has happened?
Like this is not what I signed up for. Like I need an out.
It was good. I love Black Clover. I out of all the arcs, I think that this one was definitely one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, for sure. I think with this one is better than the overhaul arc on My Hero Academia.
Yeah, sure.
I will say that. So far we okay. We okay so far. So the next one is the Grand Magic Games arc in Fairy Tail. Highly agree. This should be on the list.
Why is it above Black Clover?
You biased though. You're biased. You're biased though.
No,
I
I'm
will
not.
say though,
because I used to be diehard Fairy Tail.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think that the Grand Magic Games was better than the.
You don't think the Grand Magic Games is better?
Huh?
You don't think the Grand Magic Games is better?
No.
I think for me, the Grand.
No.
But check it out. I think the Grand Magic Games is what got me back into Fairy Tail in the first place. Because for a minute I stepped away, and after the Grand Magic Games, I watched some other things, some other arcs in Fairy Tail, but it didn't keep my attention like the Magic games did. So, especially when you saw the dragons, like, fighting each other and stuff like that. Like, I feel like it is hiding on Black Clover a little bit.
Yeah,
it's little bits. What about this one? The Ten Commandments arc, 7 Deadly Sins.
That was a good arc.
Is it higher than the Grand Magic games, though?
Yes.
I'm not even going to hold you. I don't have an opinion for that one because I fell off of 7 Deadly Sins because of the animation been changing, and I got turned off like immediately. So it's like, and it wasn't that famous meme that was floating around with Meliodas, looking bloated on the bed. It wasn't that. It's just that the mystique that was 7 Deadly Sins, especially the first season when it was on Netflix, I was in there, like I was locked in, and then I ventured further into it, and I wanted to see Escanor, which he's goated, and and for some reason, like when the animation changed, I was like, oh damn, like what happened here? What happened here? But Pat says fire art though, because Pat is the one who presented this list. So
Pat is a person of culture and wonderful tastes.
I mean that's Pat Vennon. He's part of the he's part of the Geek Corner. So we deal with the finest of taste out here. Next one is Shira Toriza arc in Haikyuu.
So I don't have any opinion on this because I have not watched Haikyuu.
I have watched Haikyuu, but I didn't make it to this arc. Haikyuu is definitely, as an anime itself, is really, really good. And there's some people that don't typically watch sports anime, and they put Haikyuu in their list. Like they really do. Maybe because of the animation style. Pat will say knowledge of what we say, like he is. He is. But yeah, so for me not seeing this before, I'm gonna trust this person's judgment with Haikyuu because from what I've seen of Haikyuu, it is really good though. I will say that. So on to the next one though. We back at My Hero Academia. Is the Hideout Raid arc. So you think that's better than Overhaul?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
this is why I disconnect with this list a little bit because you got two arcs in the same anime though. Like you gotta, I feel like you should pick one and stick with it. Yeah. And then like, you know what I'm saying? But I think this person, whoever made this list, made it easier on themselves. And so I haven't watched seen the rest of this list. I think I made it up to 25. So that when I saw that second, I'm like, damn, this might be some repeats in there. But hey, the Hideout Raid arc. Okay, which arc was that? Was that
that was, I believe, the arc where Hawks lost his wings.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And they killed shoot, what was his name? Twice.
This is not the arc where All Might lost his powers permanently, was it?
No, I don't believe so. I think this was where they raided was it Destro? I think I feel like this was the arc where they were rounding up all of the what is the organization's name? All the bad guys. They were trying to round them all up.
Yeah.
And clear them out in one fell swoop. I'm pretty sure that's this arc.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. The beginning is arc. Yep. That's before the biggest evil made his appearance. Yeah, that's all right. Mm-hmm. The next one is the Wano arc.
That should most definitely positively be higher on this list.
Okay. First of all, I really do love the Wano art. Put that out there. But I don't think, even though I am a huge fan of Japanese culture, I feel like Enies Lobby or Marineford arc is still better. What's that? What you thinking? What are you thinking?
So the Wano arc was long as shit.
Yes.
It was so long. The fight with Luffy and Kaido was so long.
Frieza and Goku. Yep.
However, they poured so much budget into animating the fights for Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. Those fights alone, I think, like, blot out Luffy fought Rob Lucci for the first time at Enies Lobby, right?
Yep.
And that's like one of my top favorite fights in this series so far. The second fight though was pretty awesome too. That fight was fire. I was so geeked anyways. But I'm sorry, the Sanji's fight with Queen, Zoro's fight with King, and even Luffy's fight with Kaido when he finally unlocked Gear 5.
What about Law and Eustace Kid and Big Mom?
Yeah, they gave her the business too. It took them a minute though to get warmed up.
Yeah,
I was with them too. I was like, why won't she just stay down? Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
She is like the ex that will not go away.
Hey, she's one of the biggest ones, man. And speaking of which, there's been something that's been circling around with One Piece with the latest episode. And
Don't tell me I haven't watched it yet. I'm like 3
I wish I
episodes
didn't
behind.
seen it, but I saw it by accident. I'm like, this was the latest
Man,
episode.
now I'm gonna have to go watch it tonight.
Yeah. And again, this is Pat Vennon again. Shout out to Pat Vennon. He was like, yo, did you catch up on One Piece yet? Which I did catch up on One Piece. And I was like, let me get off it for a minute so I can get this cluster of episodes so I can binge watch it again. So now I'm at a point where I got to binge watch it to get to that current episode, which is basically 5-6 episodes. I can get through that easy. They ain't nothing. But Wano, I really did like the Wano art. I'm not saying I hated it because I didn't. I really didn't hate Wano. But Enies Lobby and Marineford, man, oof. That's a tough sell.
I think it's hard. I mean, those were like pivotal points in the story. All 3 of them were pivotal points in the story.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go with Wano. I would probably go with, how would I do this? I probably would go with Wano, Marineford, and then Enies Lobby. I would rank them that.
That's fair. I know now with the animation style, it changes now. So it's more cartoony, it's more loose, mainly because of Gear 5. But we'll see.
Well, I think that's only when he's in Gear 5. But I would say that the animation style has improved since those earlier arcs for sure. I mean, with Wano, you could tell they were like, we're going to do this big. There is no budget. Just do it.
Here's this stack of cash.
And just threw it at the animators, like, make the magic happen.
like do it. Like, you have no other choice. The next one, though, is the Ronkar art for Bleach.
Grimjow. How I love him.
Grimjow.
That's probably why I like Toji so much. Oh, that's why I like Toji so much. Okay. Anyways,
Oh, you just a light bulb just went off? You just discovered it?
Yep.
It's like,
means I have to add Grimjow somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyways, I know I watched this arc in its entirety, but it was so long ago that I've actually watched this arc. But I remember this is the arc where Ichigo goes Vassal Lord for the first time, right? Where he loses it.
Yeah, we was advisor. Yeah, he went to go save
when he
Orihime.
Yeah, and basically disintegrated Ulikora.
Yeah,
that was fire.
That man.
Ulikora was like, what just happened? I was like, bro, where's the rest of your body?
You pissed him off. No, you pissed Ichigo off, man. Like what you thought was going to happen, dog?
What's so hilarious is that like that shouldn't be possible as he's doing it. Like clearly it is possible because he's doing it right now. So
exactly,
you should probably move out of the way of that beam. Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to argue with this being here.
So with the Arrancar arc, I really did like that arc, but I feel like there was a better arc than this. I feel like the Soul Society arc was better.
Was that the one before? Wait,
that was season 2. Oh. Yeah, that was season 2. Yeah, that's when.
Who was the bad guy? Soul Society arc.
When Soul Society, you remember they took Rukia and they went to.
Oh yeah, because they were gonna put her on. You were gonna kill her because she gave some of her powers to Ichigo, right?
Right, and that's when you saw the big reveal with Aizen. But I don't know. See, if they're doing repeats on this list, hopefully that Soul Society arc is somewhere up there. Arrancar arc is really good, and Fate Courage Karakura Town, that one was really good too. When Aizen completely wiped the countdown, so they thought they won. It was like Ichigo like, yo, what are you doing? Aizen was like, hey, Ichigo saw it, but y'all mofos didn't see it. So let me slice y'all up real quick. Yeah, Aizen is one of the best villains ever, man. Love him. Next one, 22, the Tournament of Power arc, Dragon Ball Super.
Did you watch this one? Because I didn't.
Yes, I did. I really did like this arc, mainly because of the Z Fighters having a shine in this tournament, because it wasn't like you had to beat this person like in a regular fight. You got to eliminate them out this ring, and you got like universes all around. So I think now, as far as Dragon Ball Super is concerned, and not Z, this is the best story. This is the best arc, because the Goku Jiren fight, I think that shut down the internet. That shut down Crunchyroll for like a couple of hours, because everybody was trying to get into it and watch it. So this is definitely one of the best arcs Dragon Ball Super has. But moving on. Ooh, number 21, the 4th Shinobi War arc, Naruto Shippuden. You think it's a good spot though, 21?
It should be higher.
It should be higher. It should be higher, yeah.
There was so much that went on in that arc. It should definitely be higher. It was probably the best arc in Shippuden.
Yeah, for sure. They pulled no punches with this one. They pulled no punches with this one. I mean, for it to be the Shinobi War and the 4th one, like if this like an upcoming fight and this upcoming war, you hear about the other 3 that went down. Nah, you got to pull no punches. Like everybody got to catch hands. Everybody, even the lower tier ninjas, got to be fodder. Like just like I mean, do more Neji like that. But you know what? No, never mind. Poor Neji. Anyway, going over to number 20, the York New City arc, or the Phantom Troop arc, is what I call it. Hunter x Hunter.
This was a good arc.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it
was good.
Yo, let me tell you, this dude right here, man, boy.
Wait. When he was digging old boy's grave, and old boy was busy monologuing, and then Kurapika just like, and he's gone. I was like, damn, Kurapika. And
hey, man.
That fight, I feel like went I mean, the result was still the same from the original, the older animation to the newer animation. I feel like the newer animation showed more blood. But the older animation was more brutal, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Older animation styles have a little bit more fluidity. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I love the newer version. Like when that came out, I was glued to the TV screen because I watched the original all the way through, and then when this one, the reboot came out, I was so excited. So,
what is there any way possible to watch the older style? Because I want to do the same thing with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
You should be able to watch it if you go to like one of those sketchy anime sites. They should still have it available.
Yeah, the one with the various pop-ups. Yeah,
that you might get a virus. You better make sure your antivirus is up.
Yep, you might get a virus. That Phantom Troop part was goated though. I really did like that art. Like parts of me feel like that was better than Chimera Ant, to be honest. But it just, I don't know. I like the fact that other characters was highlighted too. But Chimera Ant is definitely up there.
I think I would have to agree with you. The Chimera Ant arc was also really good, but I feel like it was a tad bit more disjointed than the Phantom Troop arc because we were bouncing around so much between different characters and the challenges they were facing. But then at the same time, we had a lot of pivotal moments that sprung up in the Chimera Ant arc. Yeah. So, I mean, they both those arcs together. They were excellent arcs in my opinion. So,
indeed. Hunter, and next one is Sasuke retrieval arc in Naruto.
That was pretty good.
Wait. Okay, let me get my arcs right. Is this the one where
he leaves the village and goes to Orochimaru?
And Rot Lee was drunk, and he did a drunken master fight.
Yeah, I think he was. I'm pretty sure he was fighting Kimimaro.
Yes. Listen, when Rot Lee drank that Henny, it was on. When he drank that Henny, it was rap. Yep. He was like, "What is this man doing? He about to whoop your ass." That's what's about to happen. That Sasuke retrieval arc is really good though. That's when we saw Gaara too. I think Gaara showed up. The Sand Ninja showed up to aid, if I'm not mistaken. It's been so long since I've seen like Naruto, but that I feel like there was a better art than this though. I gotta look. I should know this. I've watched Naruto so many. Okay. For me, it was the Chunin exams. That was the best arc in Naruto to me.
That one was really good. Yeah.
Like that one, I see myself going back to watch it over and over because that had me hook, line, and sinker, man. That was it for me. That was it. That Chunin exam arc, I was like, man, this is great. This is good stuff. The next one, what you got?
Yeah.
What you got?
Oh, I just pulled up a list of all the arcs in order.
The one with Zabuza was pretty good too, but it's not,
Which one?
With Zabuza. I'm sorry.
Zabuza?
That was before the Chunin exams, but that was the first like major mission.
That was the Land of Waves.
Yep. But Chunin exams to me is goated. I really did like that. And not for nothing though.
Oh, these must be fillers.
Oh yeah, Naruto has some fillers. For sure, they have fillers.
There were so many fillers. Yeah, okay, I would agree with you on the Chunin exams. Yeah.
And Number 18 is Attack on Titan: The Marley Arc. You think that's that face? That face. Yo, okay. Why that face?
I was so confused when watching this arc when it first started. Like I was like, who is who? Yeah. And what is happening?
Yeah.
Like when they like what was the arc where they finally made it to the ocean? It was like the series finale of
Shinagashima. That's the one where where Levi finally got his hands on that beast titan and he had a blade in his mouth.
Buddy.
Bro, that shit, yo, that is the best arc right there, yo. That one right there.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! They was eating with that. They was eating.
Yeah, they were.
They was eating. Because Levi was not happy.
I don't know that I would put this arc. I mean, it was good, but I don't know that I would put it this high up on the list, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like the arc before this one was better. Yeah, I'm with you because I think a lot of people started that way. A lot of people started with this Marley arc and it was confused as all get out because, like, okay, you just did a time skip and you tried to do backgrounds. Like,
who are Marlians? So Eldians? What's happening? Like, I had such an issue trying to, like, it wasn't until I was like halfway through the arc that I finally like
put two and two together. That wasn't, for me, that wasn't a good direction because we've grown attached to these characters from point A to point B, and you do this little time jump, and then you realize who Eren really is at that point later. But at one point when I started, I was like, man, I'm gonna wait until more episodes come out. Like I put it down.
Yeah, me too.
So
me too.
I really don't think Marley arc should be on this list. I really don't think that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like there's a better arc out there. So next one is the Saiyan Saga arc in Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, that's an arc that a lot of us grew up on, so.
True. I feel like there's a better. I feel like there was a better arc, but
Cell Saga.
I think Frieza was better. Mainly because you saw what Vegeta really could do, like in the Namek saga. Like he was dropping bodies. Like he done killed off Zarbon, the Doria, Kui, the Ginyu Force. This man body count was crazy. Oh, let's not to mention the Nameks that he stole the Dragon Balls from. But he was dropping green beans like it was nothing. But
you did not just say green beans. That's racist. You are in time out. You will never refer to a Namekian as a green.
So he's gonna cast that.
I can't. It's like the first. Oh my gosh.
Ain't that what Vegeta called him?
They wouldn't come out of Vegeta's mouth. He was so ignorant all the time.
Vegeta was nice.
Oh my god.
You know, it wasn't Vegeta, it was Raditz. He's like, come on there, green bean head. I was like, yo, what is Raditz on, bro? Man, Saiyan Saga was. I feel like either Frieza or Cell belongs in the place of this. Not saying the Saiyan Saga is bad, because it's not by any stretch of the imagination. It was extraordinarily violent, if you're watching the uncut version, because people holes like get punched through them, and you saw dead bodies on the battlefield. Yamcha. And
Yamcha, if there was a dead body in the field, 87% of the time you could count on it being Yamcha.
Yo, my thing is this. You were just playing baseball. I blame Krillin for this. You grabbed it. No, actually, I blame Kami for this. So Kami sent Krillin over to get Yamcha, and he was cool playing baseball, beating up other people, and he went to go train. He was part of the last survivors, him and Tien, when they went in the pendulum room and fight the makeshift Saiyans that was in there. I'm like, all right. Then they found out they were stronger. I'm like, all right, cool. And you give Yamcha this little small showing when he beat the Cyberman, and he was like, yeah, it's like we won with your little green goon squad. You know how he was talking that noise. And then Piccolo. See, I love the US version of Piccolo, like the original voice. And he was like, kamikaze, no way to defend. And like before he said that, he said, "What? That's it." And that's right before Cyberman blew up on Yamcha. I like,
they left him in that crater.
Man, Piccolo was a grown ass man in that saga, playing like fighting himself, being a father to Gohan. Like no Gohan, look, honor his bravery. You look at it, you look at this death. But I'm only 5. I don't care. Look at it. The next one is Rurouni Kenshin Kyoto art. Yo, this belongs on the list for sure.
So I'm not going to disagree with you at all.
Yeah.
But it is. I haven't watched Rurouni Kenshin since it was on Cartoon Network.
Really?
So I haven't watched it since then. So I'm not going to disagree with you at all, because I remember Rurouni Kenshin. What I do remember it was fire.
For sure. Now the art after this was kind of but this right here was a fire, like, well, literally and figuratively, fire art. And for the listeners out there, if you haven't watched this arc of Rurouni Kenshin, you have to. Matter of fact, I think they got a remake or retelling of Rurouni Kenshin on Crunchyroll, and I think the next arc is a Kyoto arc. So if they haven't touched on it already,
too.
Yeah, the live action is pretty decent. Which honestly, you can really do a live action of Rurouni Kenshin because, nothing is really over the top. So you can actually like realistically make that without any problems. Mm-hmm. Ooh, the next one, number 15, Enies Lobby, One Piece, and number 15. I got my wish. Like this whole reason is why I say Enies Lobby is up there, man. I want to live. And when they bomb that flag, when they fire that flag up, I was like, whoo, this dope stuff. Yeah, like, like I felt that. I felt like I was in the 60s, man. Great. It's crazy. But no said about Enies Lobby, man. Enies Lobby has some dope fights, dope scenes. Honestly, I would say the breaking apart of Luffy and Usopp, like that whole ordeal they was dealing with. That it was a lot of things that was going on in Enies Lobby, but they pulled it together. Yeah. Oh, God, I wish again. Number 14, the Tuning Exams art for Naruto.
I'm okay with that.
There's not much I can say about Tuning Exams, man. There's so much stuff. Like Gaara was the man. Like he was to be feared. Like that whole introduction with him and the Sand Ninja and Kiba was hiding in the bushes looking and see what's going on. Like, don't take your ass out in the bushes. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just watch what happens. Nah, Gaara one shot at 3 people at one time. Like that's crazy. But the next one is Battle Tendency, all right. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure #2.
Isn't that the second? That's
Yes.
the second arc. Yeah, that was my favorite one so far. I'm in the middle of Golden Wind right now.
Whoa, time out. So part 2 is your favorite one so far?
So far.
With the Pillar Men?
Yes.
What? Wait, you said you're in the middle
I just remember
of
really, really liking that arc, but then I also liked the arc with older that's Stone Ocean. Which one is it?
No.
Stardust Crusaders.
Crusaders?
I really like that arc too.
Oh, where the main character in part 2 ended up being the old man in part 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Yep.
that's definitely him. As much as I love Stardust Crusaders, I feel like Golden Wind should be on this list in place of Battle Tendency. You're gonna see why, because you say you in the middle of Golden Wind.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just finish out Golden Wind, and you will see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I've grown to love Diamond is Unbreakable though. With Josuke in the town, and you had the murder there. It was like in that area. I really did.
What's his name? It started with K. Kira. Yep.
Yeah, the bomb stand.
Didn't he have like a short spin-off too?
No.
Kira did?
No. I forgot his name, but he's the one that draws. That he can draw in your face and turn your face into pages. He has the spinoff because he's like solving mysteries and stuff with his book. But yeah, Golden Wind, I feel like that one is that's probably like the best one. Honestly, Stone Ocean is really good too. So once you finish Golden Wind and hop on Stone Ocean on Netflix, yeah, I know you're gonna enjoy that. Number 12 is the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament Saga arc of Dragon Ball. Not a bad pick. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that. Jackie Chun, Little Krillin, Gohan. Yeah, I'm with that art. I'm with that. There's a lot of Dragon Balls in here, man. And a couple Narutos and a few One Pieces. Like I feel like it should be one arc, and that's it. The next one is the L arc in Death Note. And number 11.
So I never really got into Death Note.
What?
I just never. I mean, I watched probably the first few episodes of it. I don't know. I just never. I started watching it and just didn't go back to it for whatever reason.
Wow. Death Note, the L arc. I don't really want to spoil it for you, but I think the listeners in here can agree that Death Note is one of those anime you can only watch once because the surprises and the twists and turns that's in this anime is not going to take you by surprise a second time, because it definitely had me hook, line, and sinker the first time I watched it straight through, and I can't go back to watch it and have those same feelings again. So there's going to have to be like this wide gap of me not watching this and not remembering what was going on. But Death Note as a whole, though, that L arc is definitely one of the best ones, if not the best arc, because he met his match. It was like two sides of the same coin, but one was good and the other one was evil. But I can't really call him evil because the people he was writing in the notebook basically was like terrorists and murderers or people that got off like on court cases and stuff. He's writing their name in the book and then they just died. But people start to get wise to it. But yeah. The L arc is really good. Number 11. We see what's high. And we in our top 10 at this right here. The return to Shingashina arc. That one right there. That's the arc we was talking about. Yeah. That is the best arc in Attack on Titan. Like, there's no question about it. Like, no question about it. That was like top tier stuff. And it was going to be hard to top that. But that's it. But that's number 10. Number 9 is Code Geass Zero Requiem arc. Have you seen Code Geass?
No.
So, well, you haven't seen Death Note, so I can't really put that in the description. Okay, so as far as a strategist in anime that is a person that plots things ahead of time, can you think of a character out of the top of your head that's like that? It is like a super strategist and things work out according to plan. And if it don't appear that it doesn't work out, he all got a backup plan for it. He or she. Can you think of a character like that?
What's his name? All for one.
All for one? Okay. So Code Geass is a hell of a watch. Like, Code Geass is something you need to watch for sure. Lelouch, he gets this ability where in his eye, he can look at you straight in the eye. He can tell you what to do. Like, he can just basically say, hey, go do this. But he can't do it to you twice. Like, he can only do it to you once. And it has like limitations and stuff. But basically, it's somewhat of a mecha, but at the same time, Lelouch and his sister, he is putting a lot of things in play. He doing chess moves. And everything has a purpose. And there's some people that end up being his opposition, and there's other people that actually have a similar ability to his. And I don't want to say too much without spoiling it, but Code Geass is definitely one of the best anime like I've ever seen. Got to watch that. Number 8. Yes. Soul Society arc in Bleach. Do you think it belongs in number 8?
Yeah. I'm okay with it there.
Whew. Man, we got number 7. Yes. Boy, I was about to flip this table if Yu Yu Hakusho wasn't on this damn list. Dark Tournament arc in Yu Yu Hakusho. Do you think it's in the right spot, number 7?
Yeah.
This is one of the only anime that had a tournament that finished that started with a fight and ended with the fight and had a champion, and every single person on the team actually contributed. Like, that's why I respect this Dark Tournament art so much. Like the Cell Saga tournament, I knew that was bullshit. I knew it was. Like Cell, you really gonna call for a tournament, dog? You know, the only person you really want to fight is Goku. Come on, dog. And they showed training. You know, the thing is, like with Cell art, they showed training, everybody else training, Piccolo training. You know, how about Time Chamber? Vegeta training, Trunks training, Krillin training. Man, Yamcha was training in the gym. For what? Get beat up by Cell Juniors. Like, get straight dog walk. But Dark Tournament arc. Number 6 is Pain Invasion arc, Naruto Shippuden. That is higher than the Shinobi War. How you feel?
Yeah. I think I'm okay with it being there.
Okay. You sounded a little unsure.
No, I think I'm okay with it being there. Pain was such an important challenge for Naruto to overcome.
Yeah.
I don't think that if he overcame the challenges that Pain presented, he would have been able to be as successful as he was during the Shinobi War.
Yeah, especially what happened with Jiraiya, man. That was unforgivable shit right there. That was unforgivable. Man, people are still upset to this date about Jiraiya. Like people's like drew out their own manga where Naruto actually showed up to help Jiraiya and made told take Jiraiya to a medical facility so he can get treated, so he can stay alive. Now people are like doing fan art and stuff like that. So that's I get it. Pain invasion art, yeah. There's a lot of really good arts in Naruto Shippuden. A lot of them. Next one. I was gonna flip a table too if Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood wasn't on this shit. The Promised Day art. That's something I'm gonna have to look up there. Like the Promised Day arc is because I just looked at it like straight through. All right, it says in order for Promised Day to ultimately be successful, a variety of various criteria had to be achieved by Father and Homunculi. What was the premise?
Was this the last
Promised Day? It might be. It said the Promised Day refers to the coming time of the long-awaited culmination of Father's 400-year plan.
Oh yeah,
involving Amestris, the human sacrifices, the Philosopher's Stone, and the nationwide transmutation circle. Yep, I think that's it. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is goated, man. Don't you know? In my anime list, Brotherhood was number 1 for a very long time. Like Frieren actually overtook it finally, which is like wildly odd. But Brotherhood is number 5. Number 4, the Ruhenheim arc in Monster.
Did you watch Monster?
I didn't make it to this particular arc yet, but from what I know of Monster, that is some Martin Scorsese. I can't say Spielberg, but like any award-winning filmmaker, this shit is a masterpiece. Monster is a masterpiece overall. I just haven't finished it. But have you?
No, I haven't gotten through it yet.
But looking at this guy's picture, he looks very, very familiar. But those that haven't seen Monster, I don't want to ruin that because just judging from his face, I know it's somebody that was left alive and that later turned into a murderer. But Monster is a psychological thriller. If you've seen Pluto on Netflix, it's from the same guy that actually came up with Monster. Like that guy actually come up with some really, really good, compelling stories. The first episode of Monster and the second actually captures your attention because now you're in this web of deceit with the main character. So, and it just branches off. But yeah, Monster number 4. Not really mad at that being at number 4. Number 3, another One Piece. Marineford arc. Number 3. No, you ain't got no qualms with that.
Nope. None at all.
Man, let me take one thing though. The one thing that pissed me off about Marineford, you got all these people together to save Ace. Ace gets loose, and you kill his ass anyway. After all that, he was set to be executed. He escaped execution only to be killed by a Akanu. Which I hope to God he get his ass whipped to no end. But I know it's going to be a tough fight, whoever's going to fight him. I already know. Kind of wish Shanks would have one-shot him, but whatever. But number 2, the Shogun assassination arc in Gintama.
I haven't gotten through all the way through Gintama yet.
What's your thoughts on Gintama?
It's weird. I'm like, what is happening? When I started watching it, I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Deadpool or anime.
Yes, that makes that tracks.
But So a lot of people like Jintoki, he's like one of the best swordsmen in anime. But when this anime gets serious, it really gets serious. And I know it's goofy on most times, and it's like highly entertaining. And I know they make references to Dragon Ball, Naruto, and stuff like that, and makes fun of certain tropes. I think there was an episode where they actually explained filler in anime and why does it exist. So, the Shogun assassination art, that's something I have not seen, but I have seen people like raving about this art. It's like that's and the fact that it doesn't end a conventional way like shonen anime would end. I think that will puts it at the top, one of the top 2 spots. But judging from the experts that I know that have watched Gintama and gave Gintama time, that's usually the general consensus. For the people that have not seen Gintama, though, they highly disagree with this list. Like, especially him, this being at number 2, because they haven't seen it. But I can't really judge it for being at number 2. I just looked at other people's arcs and go from there. And number 1, wow, is a Chimera Ant art in Hunter x Hunter.
I mean, I don't know that I would put it number 1, but it was still a good arc.
Which one would you think would be a number 1 candidate over Chimera Ant?
Number 1 over Chimera Ant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't even really. All of these anime that they have on here are all anime that's been like done within with the exception of Yu Yu Hakusho, anime that's been done within maybe the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, and Monster. That's another one that kind of threw you off.
I mean, I'm surprised they didn't even make any type of mention of Sailor Moon. To be honest.
That was Sailor Moon, Black Lagoon,
Outlaw Star, Trigun.
Oh yeah, especially Trigun, Cowboy Bebop had a good art.
Yep, Cowboy Bebop. So I mean, I think that there are definitely other, like I think that the Chimera Ant arc should definitely be on the list in lieu of maybe a couple of the other duplicates. Like if we were to take all the duplicates out, there would of course be additional space. Well, I shouldn't say necessarily duplicates. Duplicates in terms of them pulling arcs from the same anime. But
yeah,
I don't think that I would rank the Chimera Ant arc as the number 1 best anime arc out there. There's so many other more seasoned anime that had more compelling arcs than the Chimera Ant arc. Like, don't get me wrong, it was great. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it was number 1 good.
Yeah, like you said with this list, like there was a lot of repeats as far as like the same anime, and I think the person that created this list just wanted an easy way out, and they didn't want to think, use it, put on their thinking cap, as far as like plugging in another anime in there. Now, I will say, for a very long time, when I saw this Chimera Ant arc, my thought process was, hey, this is the best anime arc I've ever seen. Mainly because of how the story was being written and how it didn't end in a typical shonen way. Because typically in shonen, someone gets this weird power up and beat the main bad guy. Whereas Gon, he got a power up because he was pissed, but he fought a subordinate. And it wasn't Miriam. So, and then Miriam dies because of his fight earlier with Netero. So that's kind of like a weird way to end it. I'm not weird way to end it, but it was a different way to end it. And you did get a little bit of conclusion, and like with Kite, like I feel like if Gon knew Kite's ability of reincarnation, we wouldn't get that type of pissed off Gon. Like this, the way Gon was with Pizza, when he was sitting there staring at her as a little boy, and just like, I don't give a damn about this girl over here. like the way he was talking was so diabolical. Never seen that out of a little kid, to the point where Killua was like, "Hey, you all right? Oh, the assassin Killua, the one that just yanked the heart out of another human." Which someone put up a meme about Gon. It was like, you knew something was wrong with that boy, where he said, "Good job, Killua," when he was literally holding another person's heart in the bag.
Yep.
Like, you knew something was off about him the minute he saw that. So, I mean, Chimera Ant, it has an argument on being number one, but like you said, there's some other anime that's on this that's not on this list that should be on this list. And you mentioned them, Sailor Moon, Cowboy Bebop, and then you got some older anime that's out there from the 90s as well, like Ronin Warriors, Samurai Troopers, stuff like that. Like there's some really good arcs out there. So we're gonna have to dig a little bit deeper. But this list is okay. It wasn't the best, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So you can't think of a number one for you?
Not really. Off the top of my head. I mean, there's Claymore, which I really liked. Berserk.
Damn, that's another one, man. Man, Claymore, man, I'm still pissed off at that.
Bastard. What's another one that I
getting hold out like that, man?
No, I gotta look.
I would never forgive Claymore for what he did to Teresa.
Yep.
She leaned down and got her throat slashed, and I was like, "What kind of shit is this?" I turned that thing off. It's the only time I ever turn an anime off. I turned it off. Like, she dead? After all this, she's the best one. Like, come on.
You gotta you gotta read it. So I picked up where the anime left off and read the rest of the manga to completion, and it was beautiful.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that. Matter of fact, hold on. I think it's on. It might be on.
It should be on Control. Oh yeah.
Yep, it is. Yep, I see it. Definitely is. So, but yeah, that is our show for today. And you know what, Vivo? I did something I haven't done in a very long time this weekend. All I did this weekend, outside of getting my haircut, was take a nap and play video games all day long. And that was glorious, and it was beautiful. I was playing my Switch. I was playing Ultimate Alliance 3, which I found the case and the card, and I thought I traded it in, but I didn't. Thank God I didn't. And I started playing it, and I got immersed into the game, and I was busting in mad hours. Like Friday, I didn't go to bed till 5 a.m. That's how much I was playing that thing. And I still haven't beaten this thing to completion yet either, because I'm on the expansion now, and I got to play the Infinity, the Danger Room, the Trials, ranking up. Right now, I'm trying to rank up the Fantastic Four, but it is what it is. But yeah, that is our show for today, and we will be back on Wednesday. Myself, Alvin Staley, man, we're gonna talk about women's wrestling, and because there was a lot of happenings that was going on this past week and over the course of the weekend as well, as far as pro wrestling is concerned. So, you got anything else for the listeners out there, Vivo?
Nope, not that I can think of.
Yeah, new anime alert on Netflix, Kinnikuman, that is on Netflix, and it's one episode every Monday. So for fans of Ultimate Muscle, this is not the Saturday morning cartoon that you saw on Fox. This is violent. So don't watch it with your kids. Let me put it like that.
Don't do it.
It is a pro wrestling, intergalactic pro wrestling anime, but yeah, people. I see someone get stabbed in the head with some spikes. Like at the first, I'm like, oh boy, this is wild stuff. But anyway, that's the new anime alert. Also, the new season of Tower of God is out. And it's on Crunchyroll. So if you haven't seen Tower of God, which that's what I'm currently watching right now, go ahead and check it out. Really, really good anime, Crunchyroll original. Also, wait a second before we get out of here. If you are a fan of Gotcha Man, which is basically G-Force from back in the day, do you remember G-Force? It's like the teenagers that had like the bird uniforms.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. So Gotcha Man, right? So new comic is out called Gotcha Man. So that's out right now, and there's also a little mini series talking about this guy right here. So that's like 1 of 4. And if you want to watch Gotcha Man as the anime how it originally intended, you can go on High Dive. And that's on Amazon Prime, and you can watch the entire series of Gotcha Man for the listeners out there. So anyway, that is our show for today, and so until next time, y'all, peace.
Bye.